Hi guys, so I'm just gonna do my labor and delivery video. I have not done a video in a really long time, so I'm just trying to get back into it and update you guys on what's been going on. So as you can see, I have my baby boy here. His name is Isaiah Jordan, and I had him when I was 26 weeks and 1 day pregnant. I went into the hospital at 25 weeks because I was contracting all night long. I went in the hospital at about 2 p.m. and this was sometime in October of 2012. I went in because I was contracting and I was bleeding, which turned out to be some of my mucus plug that I was losing. So when I went in, they checked me and they're like, wow, you're 2 centimeters dilated. And I wasn't at the hospital that I had to deliver at, so I got in an ambulance and they drove me to a hospital that I was going to deliver at, and it was St. Joe's in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Anyways, so when I got there, they put me in a room and I was on strict bed rest for like a week straight because I had him a week after that. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't get up to use the restroom. I couldn't do I couldn't do anything. The nurses, I had to use a bedpan whenever I had to use the restroom. The nurses would have to come in, and first they tried to put a catheter in because they didn't want me pushing to pee because they didn't want him to come out. But I couldn't do the catheter. It was not working out, and I was like, oh my gosh, this hurts, you need to take it out. And the nurse would not take it out. So then I had to wait another hour until I had a different nurse, and then she finally took it out. So I stayed in this room first they put me in a labor and delivery room. And I was in there for 4 days, and they had me on magnesium, and they gave me steroids to develop his lungs if I were to have him early. And the magnesium stopped the contractions as well as a bunch of fluids they were giving me. I wasn't allowed to eat or anything, and for 48 hours when I first got there. And then after 4 days they realized, oh well, I guess he's not coming. So they moved me over to an antepartum room, which is where they put women in premature labor. And they had me on liquids there, and at that point I wasn't on the strict bed rest anymore. They still wanted me to lay in my bed, but I could get up to use the restroom and I could get up to do things like that. But anyways, I was having really bad contractions that night again because they had taken me off all the liquids, and then I lost some more of my mucus plug. So the doctor came in and he checked me, and he's like, well, now you're 4 centimeters dilated and there's nothing we can do to stop it. We want to deliver you because they were worried about infection, so they really wanted to deliver my son. And so they took me over to the labor and delivery room, and I had to deliver in the C-section room because it was right next to the NICU where he was taken. And when I went over there, I didn't have, none of my family was there because no one expected me to have him that soon. So then I was calling on my family. I was freaking out because I thought I was going to have to give birth alone. And my boyfriend was at work, and we live an hour away from the hospital, so it took everyone at least an hour to get there. And then my mom, she hurried there, and my boyfriend, I couldn't get a hold of him in time because he was at work. So my mom got there, and she was with me when I had him. It took me 4 pushes, and I did it vaginally, and I did it naturally, no pain medication, so I'm proud of that. It took me 4 pushes. Well, first I started pushing, and they were like, oh, well, you're not dilated enough, and they broke my water as well. So they told me to keep pushing, and then we had to wait another half hour to make sure I was dilated a little bit more. Now, he was a small baby because I had him at 26 weeks, so I didn't have to dilate to 10 centimeters. I think I only dilated to 8 or 9. But anyways, after that, I did the pushing, and you know, he came out pretty easily. And when he was born, he was 2 pounds 3 ounces, and he was 14 inches long. And right after he was born, I didn't even get to hold him. I got a quick glance at him, and they whisked him away from me. And I wasn't allowed to go see him for another hour after that. So you can imagine how hard that was. And then, you're a big boy now, And he was in the hospital for 10.5 weeks. And, I mean, it was hard. His diapers were the size of the palm of my hand. So you can imagine how small that is. And he was in an incubator. He was all red. He didn't look good. And they were surprised at how well he did, though. And now he's doing great. He's a big 8-pound baby, huh? He's a big baby now. And he's just great. I love him. He's a good baby, and I wouldn't change it for the world. So anyways, sorry if this video was kind of all over the place. I'm just now getting back into my normal life since having him home. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. And oh, I'm in his nursery. I can show you guys his nursery real quick, so hold on. So on the wall I have his name. It says Isaiah. And then there's his crib. He doesn't really sleep in his crib right now, but he sleeps in my room. But this is for when he's older. And then there's our little rocking chair. I was using it to make this video. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. And let me know if you guys want me to make any more videos. Bye.